Which term describes the process of wrapping data from a higher layer protocol inside a lower layer protocol as it's prepared for transmission across a network? Encapsulation is the process of nesting data inside successive protocol headers, e.g., HTTP inside TCP inside IP inside Ethernet, as it moves down the network stack for transmission. Which protocol is described as connection-oriented, meaning it has a formal setup and teardown process for communication? TCP, Transmission Control Protocol, is connection-oriented, establishing a formal connection, via a three-way handshake, before data transfer and formally closing it afterward. What term describes TCP's ability to confirm that data was successfully received by the other device? TCP provides reliable delivery through an acknowledgement process, where the receiving device confirms receipt of data so both sides know the transfer was successful. Which protocol is connectionless and provides unreliable delivery with minimal overhead, making it ideal for real-time applications like voice? UDP, User Datagram Protocol, is connectionless and offers no acknowledgement or retransmission, resulting in low overhead that suits real-time traffic such as voice and video. A receiving device tells the sender to speed up or slow down data transmission based on how much it can process. What is this called? Flow control is a TCP feature that lets the receiving device regulate the rate at which the sender transmits data, preventing the receiver from being overwhelmed. Which protocol is commonly used to automatically assign IP addresses to devices on a network, and relies on UDP? DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, automatically assigns IP addresses and uses UDP since it doesn't require the overhead of a reliable, connection-oriented protocol. Which lightweight, UDP-based protocol is used to transfer small amounts of data across a network with minimal overhead, and is commonly used for tasks like transferring firmware to network devices? Trivial File Transfer Protocol, uses UDP and is designed for simple, low-overhead file transfers, unlike FTP which uses TCP for reliable delivery. What is the range of well-known, non-ephemeral, port numbers commonly used by server-side applications? Well-known ports range from 0 to 1023 and are typically reserved for standard services like HTTP, 80, or email, 143, so clients can reliably find them. What is the typical range for ephemeral, temporary client-side port numbers used during a single communication session? Ephemeral ports are temporary ports randomly chosen by the client, typically ranging from 1024 to 65535, and are released once the communication session ends. Which protocol used for secure web traffic, HTTPS, relies on TCP to ensure that all data is reliably received and automatically resent if lost? HTTPS, and protocols like SSH, rely on TCP's reliable delivery, so the application itself doesn't need to manage retransmission, TCP handles it automatically. In the example of a client, 10.0.0.0.1, communicating with a server, 10.0.0.0.2, running an email service on the client TCP uses a randomly chosen ephemeral source what port type of the port session number would the client while the most likely use port on the server port remains the well-known port, 143, associated with the email service. Great job! You made it through all 11 questions. Subscribe to Trivia Challenge for more fun challenges. See you next time.